It was a little surreal. I didn't, I don't think I really grasped the magnitude of the situation as a 17-year-old of what was really happening. Took me a little while to even realize I was pregnant, because that's just sort of how removed I was from reality at that time. I went to a crisis pregnancy center with a girlfriend of mine from high school, and they gave away free pregnancy tests. So that's sort of how I went and found out that I was. And I still waited a little while before I told my parents, because that was just straight fear. If you could list probably any high school girl's biggest fear, that's probably it. I had always been pro-life. I don't remember an incident or decision being made. I just always had that belief. My parents raised me that way, so I can't even tell you why or if there was an impactful moment. There really wasn't, but I just knew that that was the best choice. If I was going to keep her and raise her, and I was just really too immature to entertain that long. I interviewed a number of couples that were looking for a child, and I was about 8 months pregnant and still hadn't picked anyone. And my mom and dad were kind of like, this is happening. You need to make a decision here. And her parents came into the picture, and I knew within a second that they were the right people. And I really just felt God's presence, and I knew He was there. And being able to give them the gift of life, it's indescribable. And even when we saw each other in St. Augustine, her parents were with her. I really didn't cry or lose it till I saw her parents, and they just thanked me and thanked me and thanked me. And wow, I gave them an indescribable gift. Knowing that God's hand was in it the whole time and He conducted that was perfect. I've met with a few girls through the years who've been in similar situations, and I always just give them things to think about. It's completely what's best for them, and what's best for that child is something that they need to decide. But I let them know, I was still able to be a kid, and I was still able to experience things without the responsibility of adulthood and of being a parent. And being a parent is a very large responsibility. And I don't think, for me, at age 17, I could have grasped that. I could have understood that. This really should be an option, because in a way you're giving someone life, and you're giving the ultimate gift, but in reality you're also still giving yourself a chance to be a child and to be 17 and to explore your life. Had I been a single mom, I'm not sure I'd be here. I'm not sure Jamie and I would have gotten married. I don't know how that would have played out, because it would have been a completely different life path.